Okay, super quick paint pouring. So I have a canvas here, an old project that I'm not interested in keeping, but I didn't want to throw away the canvas. So I have some just small cups, which I'm simply using as lifts because there's a lot of dripping involved. So now I've just put those under, so this is raised off my surface so everything can just drip off and not pool along the edge. I have an incredible plastic cup, and I am going to be using pouring medium. This happens to be Liquitex pouring medium. I don't have a favorite. I've been known to use matte medium in a pinch, but I am going to fill the cup quite a bit with pouring medium. You know, they do sell some small bottles of pouring medium, but it always seems insane to use those since you end up actually using quite a lot of medium. I do, as a side note, have an extra canvas should I discover that for some reason there's actually tons and tons of something left over, then I'll grab that. So in fact, I might move this over. Okay, better to be prepared. So I'm going to mix a couple different colors. I'm using fluid acrylics. These happen to be golden fluid acrylics, but really I think you could use any paint you like. And I'm just squirting it directly into the cup. I've picked a couple colors that I thought would go together. And I am going to throw some white in there too, because I've got stuff that I might want to cover. So, and then I picked one sort of contrasting color. Maybe I will actually go crazy and add in another one. Okay, so there are a lot of different ways of doing this. Doesn't it look nice? What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the canvas and then I'm going to do my flip, place it down. When I lift the cup, you'll see the pouring medium come flying out, and there, of course, is the drip. It's dripping all off the edges. I don't know if you can see it. Let's see if I can show you. Now it seems to be dripping a little bit more towards one area than the other, so I can encourage that along a little bit by rotating this. Let this sit and drip as it wishes from here, although I might just encourage it in this direction. Since the table or whatever seems to be slanted in this direction, I'm going to sort of start everything here under the assumption it will drip back towards me. So if I want, I can go after this one. Let me clean my hands. So I've still got some stuff in this cup. Can you see in there? There's still some stuff in there. So I am going to try to do cheap out on this, so to speak. I am just going to add pouring medium and a little bit of white. And that was just a little bit. But that's it. And there's much less in here than was in the last one. So I might do it twice, depending how this goes. So I'm actually going to start, I'll start it in the middle again. Flip it, drop it, whoop, lift that cup, sprinkle out the excess, and you can see because there's less, it's much more slow to move. Now I can, of course, sort of massage it out like so. But another way of dealing with it, again, there's still paint in here, is again more pouring medium. Maybe even add a teeny bit of one other color, because again, there's still stuff in here. I can see it in there. And then pour it directly in the areas where I want it to go. about paint pouring is it does often feel like it uses a lot of materials. So by getting that second pour with a little less pouring medium, that really helps. Also, the paper that's underneath here, I will be able to use in collage and other stuff, so it's not actually wasted, which is really cool. But I can't wait to see how these dry. They always dry a little bit differently than you think, so it'll be a surprise when we come back. So you can see my pour paintings are dry. The painting underneath ended up showing through quite a bit, but you can even see that little bird being stenciled in there, which actually I think makes this a lot more interesting than it would otherwise be. If you look really close, you can see some of the nice details, and I think the reason that people, you know, like paint pouring is some of this agate-like look here. This one is super boring to me. It definitely would need something on top of it to me before I would be willing to like call it finished. Like I don't think I would hang it on the wall just like this. This feels like a background, although I do really like some of the little details. But that's kind of the basics of how I paint pour, and we'll have to see. I might leave this one alone, but this one I think I'll probably draw on top of that.